similar, you're getting real familiar with this like setting in my car, and you can hear the raindrops behind me. But I am just pulling up to the naturopath doctor that I have been seeing, and I kind of wanted to kind of go into detail on my thyroid and kind of what I have been dealing with. So kind of a background, just to let you know, this might get into a little bit of TMI with the digestive system and kind of all those functions of the body. So if you guys don't want to hear that, I would click out of the video now. But going back, probably when I was about 15 or 16 was when I really had my first like episode, and it was my first. I woke up in the middle of the night and like literally I had pains in my stomach where I thought something was eating my insides. I was keeled over. We were in Montana on a family vacation. I couldn't like breathe. My pain was so bad. I was sweating. I literally thought I was dying. So I woke my parents up. We were in Big Fork, Montana at a family getaway, and they were called the ER. We were an hour away from the closest hospital, and they thought it was my appendix, but then they were like, no, it's not just on her left side, it's kind of in the center. But I was like in such excruciating pain. They were like, okay, bring her in. So I went in. Come to find out, I was just constipated. And I don't know if any of you have experienced constipation pains that bad, but it was the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. And I have broken my ankle, I've broken my nose, like I've gone through some pain, guys, and that was the worst pain I've ever had. Super embarrassing. I was with my parents, and but at 16 it was super embarrassing. I had to go back to my family, and I was like, I don't want them to know. And my grandma, she's not very like sensitive to subjects like that. She just comes up in front of me and throws this big this big box of flaxseed cereal in front of me, or Fiber One cereal. I can't remember what it was, but it was like, here, honey, you need a big bowl of this, and was like super obvious about what the issue was. But anyways, so didn't think much of it. And I probably have gone to the ER about 4 other times, just because the pain gets so bad that there's like nothing that like ibuprofen or like just sitting them out or heat. I just have to go get like, and they pump me with morphine. And I'd gone to the doctor a few times, and she honestly was just like, oh, you just constipated, just take Miralax. And that was like her cure for things. And so I just kind of chalked it up to, oh, I just have a really slow digestive. There's nothing they can do. I've seen doctors. They said take Miralax every day. So that's what I was doing. And then I started to learn more about the body, and I'm like, this just is not how my body is supposed to function, and I'm basically putting a band-aid on the problem with this Miralax, and I'm basically telling my body it doesn't need to do the functions that it's meant to do. So I stopped doing that, and I tried just like letting it do its own thing, and I didn't really care. Like, yeah, the pains got bad, but I knew what it was, and I just kind of like wrote it out. And then I started prep, and I know, and I've said this 100 times, the scale isn't your only judge of progress, but when your coach is online, that is something that he does use to judge your progress. And you constantly want to be seeing the scale go down. Yes, weight fluctuations are completely normal, but like, guys, my weight fluctuations can be like 5 to 6 pounds in a day, because it's just either I've gone to the bathroom or I haven't gone to the bathroom in like 5 days. And I was just like, this is not normal. These fluctuations are massive. So I decided to kind of take matters a little bit further, and I decided to go see a naturopath, which I saw for the first time, I think about 3 weeks ago. We sat down, or no, probably about a month and a half ago for the first time. We sat down and kind of just like discussed what I was going through, and we discussed my family history. And my dad does have Hashimoto's, which is the full autoimmune thyroid disorder. So he has a very slow thyroid, which in turn makes your metabolism slow. So she heard that and instantly thought to test me for it. And I asked her, why would doctors not think to test me for this before? And she said that the biggest factor of hypothyroidism is weight gain, and I had never had that. Sorry, you guys are tipping back, and it's super dark. Hold on. Sorry, I'm having some major technical difficulties. Like I said, my T3 levels came back low, so we are expecting that is the problem. She started me on medication about 3 weeks ago, and it's a very low dosage of medication, and my digestion still is not the greatest. The scale is still going like this. I've communicated it with my coach. He understands, but I still want to get this all figured out. So I am back here today to get my levels tested again to see if we need to up my dosage, or if it's possibly what my dad has, where it's the full autoimmune deficiency and I have to kind of take matters up a notch. So I'm going to go in right now, get my blood tested, and I will come back next week to get my results. And once I have my results, I will update you guys, and hopefully we'll be able to wrap up this whole story with a happy ending. So I will see you guys in the next clip. What is up, YouTube? I just wanted to check in with you guys. So that clip you just saw, I actually took a few weeks ago when I first went in to get my thyroid tested. And then I had to go back a few weeks after and get my blood retested. And then today I actually just went back in to get those tests reviewed with my doctor. I was planning on doing like just a whole video around my thyroid and kind of everything we did to fix it and where it's at now. But it sounds like it's gonna be a little bit of a more lengthy process, especially because I am competing. So just wanted to include that clip to kind of bring you guys up to speed. And then I thought I would just include this in my 2-week out prep update, because it did all kind of wrap up and happen during that 2-week period. But today I went back, and unfortunately my thyroid did not go up, it went down. So it actually was slower than the first time I took the test. But that is kind of to be expected, because my calories are lower the second time I took the test than they were the first time. And just naturally, when you are dieting, your thyroid's gonna slow down. But mine was already slow before I started dieting. Then it slowed down as I started dieting, and now it's even slower. So she increased my medication. I'm now taking it twice a day. So we're gonna see if that kind of helps get it up to kind of where it should be, even with me dieting. It is nice, like I mentioned, my doctor is a competitor, so she completely understands like where I'm at, why I'm doing what I'm doing, and kind of the intensity of bikini competitions. She actually is thinking of doing the second show that I'm doing, so it'd be kind of cool to compete together. But that's just kind of a quick update. It's slower. I'm increasing my medication to kind of help regulate it, but thankfully I'm still seeing the scale drop. So I think the medication is kind of doing its job. It's not to the point where we want it yet, but it's starting to work, because I did hit a new low weigh-in this morning, so that is awesome. And yeah, I'm about to head off to the gym. It is currently Wednesday, May 3rd right now, and I have my check-ins on Saturday, and that'll mark 2 weeks out. So I will insert some clips of my check-in photos and update you guys on the response I get from Paul, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Sup, YouTube? Let me scoot back a little bit. Just wanted to hop on here because I did get my feedback from Paul on my 2-week out prep update. 2 weeks out. I cannot freaking believe it, guys. It's Sunday today, so we're even less than 2 weeks out. We are 13 days away from my first competition. So sent in my check-ins on Friday from Paul, and I talked to him actually yesterday. And we are changing up cardio a little bit. So he sent me specific days that I'm doing specific cardio on. We are not changing food. My average weight went down again, about a pound. So we are still going in the right direction. I hit 117.2 this week, and he is estimating and wanting my stage weight around 115 to 116. So we are sitting at a good place. And for cardio, he had me do 35 minutes of steady state yesterday after my leg workout, a HIIT session today. I have 35 minutes of steady state with my upper body lift tomorrow. And then I have another HIIT on Tuesday, and then 35 minutes on Wednesday. And I am checking back in with him on Wednesday to see kind of where we're gonna go from there. He is thinking we may take a few days off of cardio to give my body some rest, because I have mentioned I am experiencing some pain in my serratus and down my lower back into my hip flexor, where I had sprained it back in November. So we were really trying to be careful and cautious as far as injuring myself, because that just would not be ideal for posing on stage. So my workouts, I'm really kind of switching them up, making them more of like circuit, very high pace, more high rep, low weight, and really focusing on the eccentric movement. So I'm keeping a lot of control when I'm elongating my muscles again, to kind of steer away from injuring myself any further. For HIIT, he does not want me doing treadmill sprints anymore right now until I'm feeling better, because that rapid arm motion is really gonna upset that area. So I'm doing spin HIIT. I actually did my HIIT on the stairs today because I did have access to a Stairmaster, but if I'm at work, I will do my HIIT on the spin bike. And I'm checking back in with him. So we're still sticking with the 5 consecutive low days and then 2 refeeds. I just finished my 2 refeeds on Friday and yesterday, so I'm back to low carb today, and I'm filming a full day of low carb eating, so make sure you stay tuned for that video. But other than that, I'm feeling good. I got my in-body test done. I'm not sure if I'm gonna include it in this one or in my video that's coming up next, which is kind of a random mix match of content, so I might put it in that one just to give you guys some more interesting stuff to see. But I'm excited because I was actually kind of shocked at the results, but it's a good thing to have, and I can kind of use that when I start prepping for my NPC show in July and kind of see where my body starts and how it improves. And every test is going to be different, the way it reads your body, but as long as you're using the same test to judge your progress, that is really all that matters, because it's going to show that you're progressing. But other than that, feeling good. Got my meals all planned for the next few days, and I'm gonna get to meal prepping. So I just wanted to check in and let you guys know. Paul said peaking starts next week, so I'm getting excited, guys. I'm getting so close, I can't believe it. All right, I'm gonna go meal prep and eat some lunch because your girl is hungry. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Comment down below if you guys have any questions about prep, about how I'm feeling, about anything. I would love to chat with you guys. Thank you guys again for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.